This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now this throw caught left side. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I got you.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just going to do it.
And some room to work. The 20. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Ballage. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the Bills.
To throw on second down. Costello. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Wait. Hey, Delta.
49, guys. Mike, 49. It's been a long day for you. Big Ed.
Go. Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Costello. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
Now.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the toss, here's Balaj. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Costello. It's complete to Graham. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Pirine. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Mike, 49. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And Wilson has it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Ready. Recon, 132 fighter, 30 base.
That's what I do. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Ballage. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch that in. Watch that in.
They're going to look to throw. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Go now. 6-6, pull it high. Go.
They'll start on the ground with Ballage. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking to throw. Costello looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. And a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 14. He can run for it, and he will. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills say they have it, and they do. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. He'll look to throw, and this is caught. So they took a chance, but they aren't back within a single point here in the 4th. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.